Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Yellow Submarine, your dedicated Beatles channel. It's great to meet again. This video will look at how the Fab Four got a public holiday to their name. But first, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. The Beatles' fame does not need to be retold, as John Lennon once famously stated that they are more famous than Jesus. The Beatles, which included John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr, became and still are a way of life for many people. Every year on June 25th, Global Beatles Day is commemorated to honor the legendary Fab Four. It was founded in 2009 and meant people collectively come together, celebrating and rejoicing the band's ideals and promoting their music and words. It is often referred to as the world's love letter to the band. Also, this particular day honors the Beatles and their enormous influence on the music business and pop culture. On this day, music fans worldwide play Beatles songs enthusiastically, and special Beatles concerts are staged in every major city. Doesn't it sound groovy? The occasion is marked by many events held around the world and music that promotes peace and harmony. As you can see, it's an international date. In 2018, Cuba used the occasion to host a Beatles film festival, so it's a date with a lot of international flavors and a lot of popularity. So how did it start? Very right of you to ask and be curious. In the year 1960, on a foggy island off the coast of northwest Spain, music history was irrevocably altered. Four teenage proto-gods joined forces to establish one of the most influential rock bands ever to emerge from England, if not the entire world. Of course, we're talking about the Beatles. These four guys came together to change the world one song at a time. How it started. There's a story behind why June 25th was chosen as the band's global day. The song All You Need Is Love, composed by John Lennon, was originally played on the BBC show Our World on the same day in 1967. It was broadcast in 26 countries and 400 million people watched it. The objective is to have a worldwide recognized day to honor and acknowledge the Beatles for all they have done to change the world. Faith Cohen, the person behind the idea, said in an interview with Keepin' Calendar, "The Beatles have become a cultural icon throughout the years. They are one of the best-selling bands of all time, with over 800 million albums sold worldwide, physical and digital. They have 7 Grammy Awards, 15 Ivor Novello Awards, and an Academy Award for Best Original Song Score to their credit." Every year, fans commemorate this day on social media, remembering the band that once existed and the words they left behind. Furthermore, according to Faith Cohen, a fan of the band that founded Global Beatles Day, Faith describes the day as a love letter or thank you to the Beatles, which began in 2009. The date was chosen since it was the same day as the band's appearance on the BBC's Our World in 1967, televised to a worldwide audience. They performed All You Need Is Love, a song they wrote. While they began their career like most musical groups, playing inexpensive dive clubs all over Liverpool, their manager was a master of his craft who guided them to achieve their full potential. Their meteoric rise to fame coincided with the release of their first hit single, Love Me Do. And we did love them. It wasn't long before the entire world was engulfed in Beatlemania. Global Beatles Day honors their legacy and the enormous impact they had on the world, not just via their musical talents, but also through the principles they preached and believed in. Throughout their careers, they preached the idea that we may all live in a peaceful world based on the principles of truth, love, and transcending contemporary human consciousness. They influenced changes in the way people express themselves, fashion trends, sex, art, and the acceptance of the imagination through their music. Its significance. Paul McCartney, John Lennon, Ringo Starr, and George Harrison first performed as the Beatles in 1962. But their first live performance in the United States was in Washington, D.C. Coliseum in 1964. Additionally, the Beatles performed All You Need Is Love as a part of the Our World satellite broadcast on June 25th, which is Global Beatles Day. This one performance, which took place in 1967, was seen by more than 400 million people worldwide, as we mentioned earlier. How to enjoy this public holiday? What is a better way to enjoy the Global Beatles Day? It's definitely not surprising that Beatles fans usually commemorate Global Beatles Day by listening to Beatles albums. People frequently throw special Beatles parties where they dance to the band's popular tunes. Additionally, several cities have Beatles tribute concerts. These performances feature a four-piece band attempting to reproduce the Beatles' classic and memorable gigs. When it comes to commemorating a day dedicated to the Beatles, we have enough material to work with. On Global Beatles Day, you might dress up as your favorite Beatle and go to work or spend the day listening to your favorite Beatles album. Trips down to your neighborhood crossing with a group of pals can be used to recreate the Abbey Road album cover. Aside from attending concerts and throwing Beatles parties, some fans visit historical spots associated with the Beatles. Fans flock to Abbey Road Studios in London, which is one of the most popular Beatles venues. 3 Savile Row in London is another popular venue, as it was where they had their final live performance. For serious Beatles fans, the Beatles Story Museum in Liverpool is a must-see. Fans can pay a visit to Strawberry Fields in New York City, devoted to John Lennon's remembrance. Fans can also pay a visit to Penny Lane, where members of the Beatles grew up. You can certainly come up with a phrase from a song during the day to suit just about any occasion if you have a lot of imagination and comprehensive knowledge of the Beatles' repertoire. Even better, get a group of your friends together and put Yellow Submarine on the player for a psychedelic journey through one of the most famous albums of all time. You should also conduct some research to see if there are any upcoming events in your region. During this date and time, there are always numerous festivals and music events. If you prefer to go clubbing with your buddies, you'll notice that there are a lot of Beatles-themed evenings taking place. Plus, if you turn on the television, you'll almost certainly see a lot of Beatles documentaries. So if you like to spend your nights in, you can grab some snacks and watch some of these. If there aren't any activities in your area that pique your interest, there are generally online celebrations that take place as well. You can participate in online groups where you can share your Beatles experiences and favorite tunes. During Global Beatles Day, there are also Beatles-themed comic strips and other works floating around, so you won't run out of things to do. The Beatles are still considered one of the most influential bands of all time, with fans worldwide. Everything from the music used as movie backdrops to jokes told worldwide, from visual to oral, demonstrates their pervasiveness in global culture. Global Beatles Day is a fantastic opportunity to recognize these music industry pioneers and their influence and legacy to the world. We have made it to the end of this video, so what do you think? Have you ever celebrated any Global Beatles Day so far? If yes, what was your favorite way to celebrate? If not, would you be looking forward to Global Beatles Day next year? Let us know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Oh, and turn on post notifications. Now, if you will excuse me, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.